What's up, sheeple?
Well, we both did that.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke, man.
Just want to say thanks for dressing up for the occasion, you guys.
Thanks for dressing up for the occasion. Why?
Anytime.
No, I want to thank you because you guys didn't. You guys.
Oh,
You're
you're
looking at
thinking
her, you should
us.
I'm.
You're thinking us that we're not dressing up. We're like from H3 Podcast. You're like our.
Yeah, we didn't want to like encroach on something that you do so well.
You're like our Trisha Paytas,
Oh.
and I'm like the Ethan Klein,
First of all,
and you're my Gila.
Oh, that's hot. Guys, I have 3 kids and the clothing line. So yeah, please buy it.
First of all,
Please, yeah.
Trisha's pretty toxic, but okay.
Yeah, so welcome back to the House of the Unknown. We have some announcements, of course. The first announcement, if you're watching this on the day of, on Thursday, which is going to be always on podcast, so happy Thursday, of course. But today is my sister's birthday. Yeah, whoa.
It's not every day somebody turns 42.
Damn, son. Emotional damage.
Sorry, 32.
This is why it's David's last podcast. So.
It isn't.
David's last podcast
unless
for
I'm getting,
now.
like, fired.
No, you're getting. It's just he's just gonna be here once a week, and there'll be less gameplays, less. It'll just be more of my ugly face, and
This beautiful face. Look at that face.
I'm starting to grow like a weird, crappy, gross beard, and I don't have enough lighting. Look at she has the most lighting over on her side, and us just looks like we're in 2 frames per second.
You have another light down there, though.
Yeah, but that's like a for construction light.
How does that look?
Oh, that looks better. Oh, that's hot.
Scary stories.
That's good.
Ooh.
Exactly. If you are watching this on a Henderson Prime Plus Squared, thank you for your support. It wouldn't be here without you. Henderson Prime Plus Squared. Lowest tier is $3. Highest tier is $10. Because why $10? Because that's my new RPG style of role playing game, tabletop RPG. How come I can't?
Propelled grenade.
Yeah, and we also launched a new show. If you don't know, it's called Retrogressive. It's where we play classic video games.
It's hot.
It's the first episode's free on YouTube if you are watching this on YouTube.
But you're gonna want more than that.
But we got second episode should be out right now. Actually,
Right now.
that was actually the first episode was Peacekeepers. Second episode was Golden Axe.
Oh yeah.
So we played
that one's
Golden
even better,
Axe.
so you want to see that one.
Yeah. So anything else? Nani, is there any announcements?
Not that I have.
I mean, you are another year older. Today's your birthday. How do you feel?
Older.
My assistant David over here is about to make her a panda.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do a live drawing of here today.
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 I got a pen and paper. You're just gonna draw
Well, you
it.
see, I have a very specific criteria for my medium, and we're gonna do it today.
So it's all good. Nah. How are you guys doing? Another year older. How are you?
Oh, you know, if I could just get over your brother, I'd be okay.
Oh my god.
Man, he watches us.
Barely.
But does he subscribe? Charlies.
Subscribe. No.
How are you
so
doing?
I'm trying to stay positive.
COVID positive.
Oh yeah, exactly. Honestly, like her camera is like straight up like HD, and we're like non-HD.
So everybody should subscribe so we can get better camera equipment and we can look almost as good as Nani does.
I know. Her place of a bunch of animals. Hopefully that green screen lights up. If not, you're just behind a bunch of green.
My animals. They're
Yeah.
peeps.
The
They're
animals.
Peeps. For some reason, people hate Peeps, and I don't know why. It's just
'Cause they're
marshmallow
like,
and sugar.
Yeah, it's like sugary as hell. It makes me sick.
People are like, "Oh, I hate Peeps." They're disgusting. I'm like, it's legit just marshmallow and sugar.
Yeah, but it's fun to microwave.
Ugh.
Marshmallow and
Microwave?
sugar.
They explode.
Oh wow.
All right.
So
what
just you're violent.
what is our top stories actually, Nani? What is?
Since Easter is 3 days away, we're going to be talking about traditional and Easter traditions and where they come from. And we're also going to look around like Easter around the world.
Nice.
So that's our top stories. What about our top list stories?
Oh shit. Time to put House of the Unknown after dark.
And then for my birthday, you want to know about Aries.
Yeah.
I'm an Aries.
Since it's her birthday, we should probably give us some Aries facts. If you guys don't know anything about zodiac signs, yeah. Do you believe in zodiac signs?
You know,
You know he does. He's our skeptic.
I can't say that I do, but I will say that the guy who was running for president, he was the Zodiac.
Are you talking about Ted
Cruz.
Ted Cruz?
The Zodiac killer.
They said his dad was the Zodiac killer, and then he was the Zodiac killer. And then he
Well,
just
there could be only
became,
one.
and then he legit came
Gross.
as the Zodiac killer. But as for our small stories, you got any small stories for today? You got any smaller stories about?
If not, he does.
If not, I do.
No. You didn't
Alright.
say that.
Well, that's
we do
cool.
have some pretty big topics. I think we'll be able
Well,
to.
how about this?
Maybe we'll
Well,
be able to get to them.
oh, you can see it's a smaller screen. Well, I would say in Beijing, there was a mysterious circle of light. I sent it on Discord if you want to watch it too. Soon we're gonna have a TV for her, and then she'll watch the exact same thing for us. So, but they kind of debunked it. But I don't know. There's been multiple talks about a mysterious circle in Beijing. They seen a lot of things, but they were all in different areas.
Like the mysterious.
Yeah. But you can see a white dot in the middle. It'll keep flashing. You can
That's
see
not
it.
white.
That's what they say.
Well, that's what we
So
tell
obvious.
ourselves, isn't it, Nani?
Exactly.
See, that makes sense.
Where are you
She's acting
Starbucks.
like
going?
Aren't you all recording?
hi. Yeah, but
Maybe eggs, maybe those.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, you should look for distressed plants.
yeah, not my thing.
they thought it was a UFO.
Mine doesn't work.
Boo hoo hoo.
No baby stain.
Why did you do that?
Because she's gonna do it.
So yes, that's So people have debunked it as they believe it was like
The lights from the stadium.
yeah. But then again, those lights have been around for, I mean, I don't know, if you like,
Well, the cloud cover is pretty low.
I guess so, but then like if you type in light ring in the sky, you get like all these other, like smoke rings or anything else. That looks fake. She looks
Fake.
fake. Because like, I don't know, like a bunch of people seeing all these black rings in the sky and stuff, so that
Which
looks
one now?
real. This one's real right there.
Oh, that's real as fuck.
So but yeah. I don't know. Some say that most of these rings are, like UFO like or anything else. And then and everything else, so and it's I mean most the people believe it's like UFO and stuff, so it's it just happened like 3 weeks ago, but I guess it was a stadium that happened, but I don't know. Some say that it's the thing that is to be,
The scapegoat or whatever.
yeah, as in like, oh, it's from this. But it's crazy.
Did you ever get yours to work?
So I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I sent it on there.
She would run.
Oh.
I know, but it's not coming up on mine.
Oh, odd. But yeah, that was just something weird that happened like 3 weeks ago and stuff, and something that was really weird. Also, I heard another weird story. It was just way out of the blue. Someone, he goes by,
Finster.
yes, Finster does. No, it is a, I don't know, have you guys ever heard of CERN?
CERN?
Yeah. It is a scientist group. Well, you know how they made the super collider, you know, where they,
oh, yeah, and the Higgs boson or whatever?
yeah, and they had like, well, they believe that, in CERN, well, here, let me pull up a picture of CERN. Oh, I gotta pull up. Okay, CERN. If you look at the image, people say, they said, well, I guess they've been around like Albert Einstein, I guess. That's what I was told. This is all told by secondhand, from, Stonewolf Gaming. He told me about this conspiracy.
Oh, so it must be true.
So, and so, he told me about, I guess, the CERN logo. If you look at it, it looks like a 6, and then another 6 right there, and another 6.
You see, I don't agree.
About the whole 666 thing, but they believe that so he wrote, ensure every time the universe and the world would end, they would merge another universe together, and one to keep everything going, but doing so, your memories and the memories of the new universe get combined, being dominant and creating the Mandela effects, which anytime a person would create a threat to the world or a social structure, they would merge that person with a version of them to make them more submissive, and so they won't make them act out more. So they've been like destroying, you know, other universes, or combining other universes together. I guess the biggest concern was, you know, like
Concern.
concern. They said that it, like, Martin Luther King. They said he was a big notoriety of, you know, starting a social movement, and he was getting he was getting too powerful. But since that super collider wasn't really created yet, or they don't, but they think it was, that's why they assassinated him. But they were too late to do that whole situation. He also said that Albert Einstein really hated CERN because he didn't trust him as well and stuff, and all that whole situation and stuff. But they believe that CERN basically destroys other universes and merges with us. That's why we get like Mandela effects. And so, because most of the like Mandela effects that we do see, people always think, okay, there's Stein and Stain. What's going on?
So with the Mandela effect, okay, I kinda don't believe it.
Why is that?
Because the human brain will sit there and switch things about you. Okay, so like, let's say, okay, I always thought it was the Bernstein Bears, right?
Yeah.
But it's Bernstein Bears and stuff.
That's just because nobody ever learned how to pronounce.
So, and like how people don't know how to spell Oscar Myers or mayo or mayonnaise or whatever.
OSCARMEYE.
It's just your brain. You remember it one thing, but then it's like, I don't know, and then people like, I don't know how to explain it. But like,
I mean, it's most people who do get the lines wrong, like, no, I am your father.
Yeah.
And
but also a lot of movies, like, okay, like Sally Fields,
like Reba.
You love me, you actually love me, and it's in in
Or
reality.
like life was like a box of chocolate.
Yeah, as other movies pronounce it differently because they have to.
Or
It can't
Reba.
they can't sit there and put it as
I'm a single mom that works too hard.
okay. That one was weird. Works 2 jobs.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I don't remember that one but you put your own take on it and stuff, and you're like, wait, you know.
But everyone knows about I'm a single mom that works too hard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you not seen Reba?
The show?
Yeah.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Okay, well, everyone always thought the theme song always went, I'm a single mom that works too hard. But someone found out that the real song actually goes, I'm a single mom that works 2 jobs.
But didn't she not work a job in the
That's
show?
what they were saying. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's why it goes, I'm a single mom that works too
And
hard.
did she
But
have a
also-
husband in the show?
But also too, like they have the Britney Spears Mandela effect, where she had the microphone from "Oops, I Did It Again," and she don't. I just seen like Mom and Kaiser and somebody else, but they all went that way.
Right.
They didn't pull them. But
Your mom's in the drive.
it's just I don't know. I just think your brain remembers it one way when in reality it's the other way.
Oh, and Kai's here too.
Like the whole Pikachu. Like the whole
Okay, the Pikachu thing, I knew what
with
Pikachu
the
looked
black
like. Yeah.
stripe and stuff.
Pikachu, okay, yeah. There were some things that I like, yeah, some Mandela effects that I'm like, okay, I already knew what they were, but I just feel like most of them are. But
Like,
it
'cause,
would,
like the whole Mandela, where it came from was because people thought Nelson Mandela died in prison, but in reality, no, he died in 2014.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's what, I mean, okay, well, I just feel like, I don't know. But they believe that CERN is kind of like the Illuminati, though.
I don't believe in
I know you don't believe in the Illuminati.
If you're merging universes all the time, wouldn't you eventually get to a universe where CERN never existed?
Maybe, maybe not. But that's why the whole thing,
that.
like,
I'm not saying there's
do
not an elite of people, but I don't think it's the religion Illuminati. But it just
well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, if you really think about it, I'm like, that's where most Mandela effects, because you're merging your consciousness into another self that believe in that other stuff, and so when you're merging other consciousness together, your brain's gonna start, I don't know, that's
like
just
the whole Mike and Ike things. So like I always thought it was the what's it called?
Ampersand?
Yeah, but in reality, it's A&D, Mike and Ike, and then like the Looney Tunes.
yeah, and the Fruit
TOON.
Loops and the
Fruit Loops, yeah. So I'm just like, and who's to say that companies don't secretly change things?
I don't know.
They're like, oh, well, that makes sense.
But I'm like, it also makes sense because you also sent me a TikTok about how we're living in 2012 right now in the Gregorian calendar. So, and then the whole, situation that you sent me, it kind of reminded me of like, okay, what?
The Ethiopian calendar.
Yeah.
We live in 2014.
Yeah, we're in 2014 right now because the Gregorian calendar that we're living in 2012 actually happened in 2020. That's the reason why we're all in that whole situation. So who's to say that they did not merge another universe? That's why our calendar's messed up and
No, there's
everything
proof
else.
there's parallel universes. They found that out in 2020.
Well, then who's to say that they didn't do this? And who's to say that I'm in a parallel universe where I'm successful in life? And
True. There's multiple universes. If you look at Dolores Cannon, she said, some people say, when you hit forks in the road, you go this way. Who's to say that your other half doesn't go this way? And then she said, but then other people believe that this part just disappears and you just continue this way.
well, everything ceases to exist no matter what, unless you destroy it within that's like timelines. I mean, but with parallel universes, it does, it parallels to a point, but then, yeah, there is going to be a drop off soon. I mean, have you seen a Rick and Morty? Like they do a lot of parallel
With all the
universe and
Jerrys.
stuff. Well, not just all the Jerrys, but it's just like
Hey Jerry!
what?
That was my Morty.
That sounded like you're like submissive and
Squanch.
breedable. No, squanch. I'm squanching here.
I squanched my family.
But yeah, straight up, like that was that was my whole weird. I mean, it's kind of creepy. I mean, it is. I mean, it does. I mean, like knowing that parallel universes do exist, and then knowing that I don't know someone who's controlling that, but then you don't know. But we don't. They don't know that how much damage they're either causing or not, if it is real or not. Because because it was already a big problem before. Because when CERN was like, or like when they were making the super collider, or when they were making like other black holes and stuff, and they're like popping out and shit. Because black holes are scary. Because they suck up everything. They're like Kirby's.
I like her.
Yeah, well, they're not cute. They're gonna be just sucking up everything into the void. Yeah, everything else. So, but then the whole situation of like that whole thing, it just kind of gave me some like creepy vibes because like it was weird because you showed me the whole calendar thing and how we're living in the thing, and then I was told that whole certain thing. So
It just shows you time is made up. It's a man-made structure.
I guess
That's
mean,
what the whole parallel universe. And stuff
if
is
time
about
was
in
made up, then
time.
why was there a calendar?
Humans impose that
Because
to measure
people
time.
need to have like management and structure, and if not, everything's gonna go wild. And you're not gonna know what day it is, and because hence is only America does the spring back and fall. Forward,
Actually,
or
they're
fall
actually,
forward, forward.
They're actually trying to depropose that. Because the only reason they said the spring backward and spring bang, they
It's
said
fall back, spring forward.
well whatever
You
it's
said
called,
spring back.
but they said that it actually helped with stop glaring at each other.
He did
She
it first.
started
Is it just going to be each episode you guys are going to glare at each
He did
other?
it first. I hate you so much. Anyways,
You guys, but you do it more obvious, like watching
Cause you
Wazowski.
I'm watching you.
But anyways, they were trying to oppose that. But back in then, they said, "Oh, it helps with, you know, emissions and but or helps with people with time." But no, it just makes them more
they
cranky.
did it for farmers.
It helps me with my nocturnal emission.
I still stay up no matter what. So if I just
We're
lose
night
an hour,
owls. That's why.
so.
David's an early bird. Gets the winner.
But how do you guys feel about the CERN thing situation and everything? You can barely see that on the screen. It's like
Oh, I
brighter.
can see it perfectly.
I mean, like, who's to say it's not? The government hides a lot of shit from people, so.
Well, they're not even the government. Right, they're an international organization.
Yeah. Most private sector companies. I mean, like, who's to say they're not hiding stuff from the government? Who's doing private sector stuff?
I think science is the way that we try to understand reality. I don't think we're at the point where we can manipulate reality with science yet. And try as I might, I'm still not necessarily convinced of the theory of multiverses.
Because
But
you saw
there's
well, to
proof.
take you to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness coming out May 6th. Get your tickets now. This is not sponsored, but it is sponsored by Marvel. Hopefully.
Neil Tyson, what's his last
Neil
name?
deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson he's the one that found it. There was proof of parallel universes.
Yeah, like Bill Nye, the science guy.
No, Bill Nye's not a real science dude.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
That's why Kendall Jenner wanted to fuck him.
I'd never heard of that, but okay.
Really? She was like super attractive. One of the Kardashians was really attractive.
What
to me.
makes you a scientist? A doctor? Maybe, but at the same time, you could be a scientist at anything. I mean, straight up. I mean, you could be a chef by just cooking.
Food science, yeah.
So I mean,
You're a food scientist.
I mean, I'm not knocking scientists down and comparing them to chefs, but sometimes when you're around that field for so much, I feel like that you kind of get an honorary degree of like, hey, you know so much shit. Science is science. Same thing with food. I'm like, you're not. You could be a chef. Like I don't know if you know who Robert Irvine.
Didn't hear it. Oh.
Well, he did a Mission Diner Impossible where he would make new diners and he would cook food for them too.
Dinner Impossible?
It was Diner Impossible.
Pretty sure it was dinner.
Dinner.
The big buff guy with glasses.
Yeah, Robert Irvine, and now he has like his. Well, I've seen his stuff nowadays. He looks like Al Bundy. from Modern Family, but he's got like, I don't know, he's like super healthy now. He's like super buff too.
He's always been.
Well, he has Diner Impossible and Dinner Impossible, and you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he has like 2 shows.
My
But I was told that he wasn't a chef. He was never a chef, but I guess he done so much cooking that he done all that stuff. I think we're getting off topic here about this whole situation.
Yeah,
But
so
I
how
think...
do you feel about Chef Al Bundy? Is he real?
I guess I don't even know who you're talking about.
What about
Robert.
you? How do you feel about Robert Stern?
I mean, I cook a lot, and then, I mean, if you just know what you're doing, I mean, I feel like you can be an honorary cook, too, as well. I mean, same thing with science. So, like, Bill 9 has came and talked about...
Gross.
has came
Gross.
and talked about, and came even
Gross.
more. I'm about to came on him.
Wish a
Show-
homie would.
Show me your cane face. But I think that being said, we're probably going to take a quick break here.
The vinegar stroke.
The vinegar strokes. And then we're going to go off with our new topic that hopefully might stick if I can find some better stories. But, because it's kind of for David, because he kind of figured out the murder mystery, but maybe I kind of put a little twist on it. And then,
So you're going to mislead?
yeah, so I'm going to mislead you so much.
Fire. The first true technology. Next to Hannah St. Prime Plus Squared. Get all instant access of Hannah St. Prime Plus Squared.
Let us in! Let her in!
I'll be right now.
Yeah, we fucking you up.
This video is funded by crowdfunding on Patreon and viewers like you. Thank you.
On. Hey! Hey!
Hey,
Hey! Da-da-da-da. No, I'm kidding. Welcome back from the
Sheeple.
break. I hope you like those commercials, because I put commercials in between. And if you want some ad space, I mean, it's like, give me like $10 for ad space.
what happened?
Cody.
Cody Co?
Cody Co?
Yes.
He's right here.
Hey, he's getting married.
So we're getting close. David, we're on to our next little topico. I call this, the
Tropico
M. Night.
4.
Well, I haven't really thought of a name for this. I guess it's like, do you know who M. Night Shyamalan is?
Oh, yeah.
He's known for those twists and turns. So I'm gonna give you a story, and
I feel like that was a misdirection.
so I'm gonna give you a twist about it. So as the story breaks down,
Twist it. Pull it.
have you ever heard of the bushy haired killer? You haven't? Is this the first thing you probably never heard of?
Oh, there's a lot of things I haven't heard of. Like dusting my ceiling.
Oh no. This guy likes to take jabs from here, but I fucking love him. Fucking love him.
Oh my god!
Anyways, the bushy-haired killer. He's a known killer, in fact, a person who likes to rob people. So
We have some things in common.
yeah, so you like to kill and rob people, or do you just like to rob people?
We have bushy hair.
Oh. Well, the story goes, there was this woman who was driving with her 3 kids when a man flagged her down, and he tried to rob her, and she was like, no. He's like, yes. And she's like, no. And he's like, yes. And she's like, no. He's like, yes. I got a gun. She's like, no.
Call an ambulance.
But
not for me.
But she was persistent about it, and she did not want to get robbed. But yet he grabbed the gun and shot 3 of her kids and shot her. But the bad thing was she shot her in the arm while shooting the kids. She ran away, eventually making it into a hospital, and it was in Springfield, Oregon. Her 3 small children, Christy, Cheryl, and Danny, they were in a blood-soaked car, and they were shot in close range. The hospital employees quickly determined that Cheryl was already dead, but Christy and Danny were clinging to their life. And the woman who had also been shot was in the left forearm through her wound, and it was not really life-threatening. And then when the police arrived, the woman at the time told them a bizarre story being flagged down, by the bushy-haired strangler and everything. And then the detective, Doug Welch, remembers getting the call, and it was to be his first homicide investigation. He immediately interviewed the woman and everything. She was a postal worker and everything else, and her initial statement was she had taken the kids out to a friend's house, she said, and it grew dark upon the return, and she decided to do some sightseeing, and she took a deserted country road with their 3 sleeping kids.
She killed the kids. She shot herself through her left forearm because she's right-handed.
How do you know?
Just a guess.
Maybe.
Okay. So.
Is that the twist you want to say?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing I was thinking. But go ahead.
Have you heard this story before?
No.
Or just I said saying that?
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Okay. Well, so far you're on point.
What?
Yeah, because that's the twist. Because this is a woman. Her name was Diane Downs, and she legit, the story is even crazier than that. She is a woman who she tried to kill her 3 kids because she grew up with a lover in the postal service, and the boyfriend, the lover, said, "Oh, I don't love kids," and so she tried to shoot him. But the 2 other kids were clinging to their life. They both survived.
Oh wow.
One was in a wheelchair, and the other one was still young. It was Danny was only 3 years old, so he can't really speak in trial. But yes, Diane Downs, she actually took in 10 lovers, and she was pregnant during the time when she was in trial, and she still denies it to this day that she did not try to shoot her kids.
That it was some guy with bushy hair.
It was a guy with some bushy hair and everything else, and but yeah, you pretty much had it spot on that she shot herself. But the only reason that she would not have gotten caught unless she did not change her story. She changed her story the second time when she went to an investigation. And the weird thing was when they were recording her, she was laughing and having a good time while being shot, she was like, oh, ha ha ha, and stuff. She's like, oh, I hit my fake arm, or she hit my arm, ha ha. But yeah, she threw her keys to divert the gunman. That's why she ran away and everything else. And fearing of herself, she would quickly, but yeah, there were a number of things that didn't make sense. Even in the first night, citing as pitch black out there, and why were her kids fatally wounded. being right-handed, is shot within the left arm. I mean, if you think about it, you know, it was the biggest threat between her kids. But yeah, she shot 3 of her kids. The husband was like straight up like, "Yo, we could have just filed for divorce and all that shit."
Yeah.
But yeah, Diane Downs.
But he didn't know that she was cheating on him.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she got away with that for so long, and she had to get caught
Not
for something.
really, because it was like almost instantaneously that she couldn't keep it together.
No,
Yeah.
but she got away with cheating for so long. She didn't get away with the crime.
But yes, this was what a
playing-
twist.
They were playing the music that was on
Yeah.
radio, and she was just sitting there singing along and playing. I've heard of those. Aina got mad at me. He thought that.
I know. I just find
Fresh
it
Prince.
interesting. No, but yeah, I just figured some
She
of these.
did it. She just glared at me first. I just saw.
I did not.
I just watched it on camera.
Quit watching me on camera.
But you're so stinking cute.
Huh?
With those bunny ears.
Shut
House bunny.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that was what a twist.
That's crazy.
But yes,
Was it an M. Night Shyamalan movie?
No.
no, but it was a real case that it like basically
Happened
spurred a
in the
moment.
80s.
Yeah, it was in the 80s and stuff, and Diane Downs was a woman. I'll have a picture in the black spot right there. That's don't worry, that black spot is usually just a filler in for most things. But yes, it's
If
pretty.
you want to buy ad space in the black spot, hit us up.
Yeah, you can definitely buy ad space. The next Comic Con's coming up for SoonerCon. Ad space here in St. Prime Pressburg. I could be the next sponsor. Sponsor me.
I make you serious.
Oh, you made those ears? That's pretty nice.
I thought you bought them and put the sequins
I improved them, I guess.
Finster had some.
on. He made his
ears.
own, yeah. They were
Yeah.
so cool. Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry, I'm not Finster, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, but that was Diane Downs. Here, I'll show you a picture of her. I think.
She has glasses and curly hair.
Yeah.
She had bushy hair.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's not her. I think they have a picture of her.
Shall we take a moment?
Let's take a moment of silence for the dead child.
I meant to let Emma out. 'Cause
She was already out. She just wants to go out. So.
She wants to go bark and interrupt the podcast.
Yeah. Hey Emma,
Hema.
just let her lay down.
I did. I kept telling her, come on, lay down.
Go lay down.
Lay down. Lay down. Sit. Sit. Lay down.
There you go.
Lay down. You were so close. Lay down.
Just pet her. She wants to be petted. She wants to be petted.
Now lay down.
But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that was what a twist. I'll have more of these stories. Hopefully, David will see if there's a twist into them, or maybe there won't be even real stories, and I'll just probably make one
Oh,
up.
you're pulling one over.
Yeah, I'll be like, what a twist if it's even real.
What
or
they
not.
do these?
But what did you think of that?
That was pretty good. Man.
There's actually like a documentary about it. It's like
Let's watch.
it's like a 19-minute
stream our
documentary.
reaction.
Let's stream. But anyways, Nani, our main topics. You are the Easter. You are the Easter Queen. You summoned the Emmas. So yeah, there you go. But is there anything else, Nani, you want to add? You want to start off with your Aries thing since it's your birthday?
Aries or
Hey!
Easter?
Huh?
Aries or
Well, your
Easter?
birthday comes first,
Yeah,
and then Easter.
Okay.
it comes first. Ooh. And if you see this on my shirt, that's not a stain. That's from paint. That's because I've been
So
painting.
it's a stain.
It's a paint stain. It's not like I was just like the Slayton sisters.
Hey, it's Amy.
They probably don't even know who they are.
Oh, we know who the Slayton sisters. They all know who the Slayton sisters are.
Okay, so Aries first.
Yeah, let's get to know about what your birthday is, and then let's know
It's
what
not a birthday. It's
your
my
birth
sign.
month, your sign, your signage,
Because I share with Taurus.
your lineage.
You can only have one birthday.
I meant the month I share with Taurus. Aries shares with Pisces and Taurus. Anyways. Okay, so do I just do like general information? Is that what you wanted?
Just pick a website, read from it.
Shut up! Okay, I've always been obsessed with horoscopes ever since I was little because I don't know, I've always have been, but
I don't
know
really.
pretty much about myself.
Okay.
Aries.
Do you believe that horoscopes are real?
I don't know about horoscopes, but like, yes, there's a lot of traits of my sign, but it's also like your moon sign.
I feel like people who actually do like real horoscopes, I feel like they actually know what they're talking about. Because I feel like they follow up with traits and stuff. But I feel like most horoscopes are just like, oh, you're gonna meet a bashful man today. Get it, girl.
Per bitch.
Power bitch. Don't get that perm today.
Kind of like that.
For 17 magazine.
Sometimes it's like
Ghost.
We need to smoke that thing off.
I'm gonna smoke that thing off.
okay.
Smack that
So
thing off.
Aries is the first sign of the zodiac.
Yeah.
It starts March 21st and it ends April 20th.
It's the first zodiac?
First sign, yeah. It's the very first sign.
Alphabetically, or like that's when the year begins?
Pretty much, it's like springtime.
So Aries is?
Yeah, Aries the first sign.
Oh, really?
But
No wonder you
that's
always
why
like-
they're mostly babies. Because
No wonder you always try to make
and
things come.
Pisces are the old ones. They're the old because they're the last. So last, and then Aries, then it starts over again.
That's why you always think that you're always first for everything.
I am first for everything. I'm the
What?
firstborn. I'm first for everything because I am the firstborn.
I like your outfit. You look very festive.
That's because much.
We should stick those peeps in the microwave and see they blow up.
Its mascot is the ram, so my sign, my animal is the ram, and I am a fire sign, so it's a sign of fire.
What's the fire sign about?
Fire signs are because there's air, water, wind, or air, water, fire, and earth.
Earth, wind, fire.
The four.
The four elements
But
that are
The
Avatar.
21st night of September.
but yeah, and its planet is ruled by Mars, so
Hey, Elon Musk is going there for SpaceX.
So yeah. So Aries' personality traits are action-oriented, passionate, bold, risk-taker, confident, determined, direct, straightforward, brave, impatient. I am very impatient. Half of these I'm not, but
Yeah, like action oriented.
so impatient and impulsive, and I'm very impulsive. I fuck my life up a lot because I'm so impulsive. I just jump.
Do you think so, or?
Yeah, she
No,
sees
I
a new
know.
job, she goes for it.
I'm not allowed to glare, so as the first sign of the zodiac, Aries folks like to initiate and dive headfirst, like a ram, into whatever. It's their passion,
A Dodge Ram.
what they're passionate about.
A
Dodge Ram truck month. March. April. Sorry.
Mars.
This is partly due to their planetary ruler Mars. As the planet of desire, action, war, I do fight a lot. I fight a lot.
Yeah, you fight me and not Kai, so.
I fight Kai all the time.
You fight him about fighting Kai.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kai watches this one.
And I fight David because he's a dick. So,
Dabbling.
anyways, is responsible for a lot of their traits we associate with our Aries friends. I'm an Aries. My cardinal fire sign. And Aries like to be on the move and travel. I do like traveling and stuff. And it's a zillion miles an hour. But that's just like some of the just traits. I mean, there's a lot of negative traits about Aries too, because
Got a mic?
so because we do get bored easily. I get bored.
You do. Every time that I show you my interest and stuff, and you're just like, why does this doesn't associate with me? You barely want to listen to me.
I listen to you.
I told you what the situation was going on. You're like, I don't know, David not coming over. I'm like, what? What does that mean?
I was just needing to know. God.
Okay, I would tell her a full story. Okay, I would tell her the only story that you actually retained is when CJ got found out by Caleb, and that was it. Because she thought it was funny. But no, I would say, oh yeah, me and David are gonna hang out with CJ on Wednesday, and then she's like, oh, okay. And then that would retain in her head, but then I'll be like, oh wait, no, it's been canceled. Me and you are gonna record. And she's like, are you not gonna hang out with David and CJ on Wednesday? I'm like, no, I said we just got done. I told you. Straight up, it just like changes her outlook, and I'm just like,
All you have to just give me a 3-word answer. Say no, change plans.
that's
it.
what I did.
And that's what I said. So, yes, I do.
Such an Aries.
Oh my god, she's such an Aries.
Shut up. But yeah, so there's like, let's see. Apparently, Aries in relationships, they're the ones that like to cheat, blah 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 blah. Anyways,
Well,
because
you
they
do
get-
always talk about all these different men.
Shut
that you like.
up, David. Anyways.
Dang.
But Sagittarius are
you
known for
did-
cheaters.
And you did kill 3 of your kids to be with your lover.
Shut up.
Next
You
Diane
should see
Downs.
if you should see if she's an Aries.
Diane Downs.
Fact checkers go.
What's her? For Diane Downs as fire sign.
Is she?
Hold on.
Oh. Because the 3 fire signs are Leo, Sagittarius.
She was born
and-
August 7th of 1952.
She's
a
a
Leo.
Leo. I could.
Yeah, but what's her fire sign?
Such a Leo.
Leo.
Such a Leo.
Fire
oh my
sign.
god.
That's a Leo.
She's
That's
such
a lion.
Leo.
Dang, she's mine.
Yeah, she likes the attention. That's what Leos do. They love
Dang.
attention.
Does that mean I'm gonna kill my kids?
Maybe.
You gotta have some voiced. Let's get busy.
So Aries traits, they have no filter. And I pop off and just say, I don't mean to be backhanded about it.
But then you get mad whenever I make a joke.
But I don't take it serious, so... Because you shouldn't be judging me.
We don't judge
It's
you, Noni.
okay for me to judge you, but you shouldn't be judging me. Gets angry, then forgets why we're angry. I do get angry fast because it's my impatient impulsiveness.
You also cry when you get angry.
I do, but that's my water sign. That's my moon sign. That's
your
my
water sign,
Scorpio.
me.
There's a Scorpio in me.
Moon and the Scorpion.
Because when I'm so pissed, I get so angry that I cry. And then people think I'm sad. I'm like, I'm not sad. I'm just trying not to kill you right now. It says easily bored.
We already went over that one.
Shut up.
You're boring.
Dang.
Just wait until David's. I'll be reading David's.
I'll be dead because by the time my birthday rolls around, I won't be 27 anymore, and I've only got a few more months to join the 27 club.
Anyway.
I gotta
Yeah.
get really successful on music and get really into drugs.
Mine will be the Joy Luck Club.
So what is Aries' personality? At their core, Aries do what they want and do things their way. They are unafraid of conflict, highly competitive, honest, and direct. See, those are all good, right? Those
Competitive? Oh, that's unhealthy.
You are
That's
competitive.
toxic.
How's being competitive toxic?
You want to be better than everybody else because you're insecure. You have to be the best.
Who says I'm insecure? Huh.
Your arm just snapped. You're dying.
Yeah, I did hear.
27 Club
Ooh,
over
that
here.
hurts.
And Aries is not weighed down by the freedom of choice, and this is perhaps the sign they're the least conflicted about what they want. They throw themselves in the world eagerly and without fear. So it is one of their most commendable qualities, but also what causes them a great deal of pain and grief.
Yes, I understand. I see
A
it.
great deal of pain and grief. Yeah.
What?
There's just a little mess up on
A
the
tiny
green screen
gap
over
in the
there.
green screen over there.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Emma.
Aries are driven
Where?
by desire to prove themselves and their strength. They naturally take charge and are competitive and ambitious. Aries are spontaneous and courageous. They have a sense of adventure and love to explore. They determine the bold and are good at initiating new projects. They have high energy and can take initiative, quick action. They can also be impatient, but they're naturally active, so don't like to waste time. While Aries are
Just clearing my throat.
Shit, but okay. Where was I? But they're naturally, I don't know. While Aries like competition, they don't like to play games. They are highly self-aware and have strong opinions and always ready to defend them. Maybe that's why I always fight with you, because I'm always ready to defend myself. What are Aries' weaknesses? I don't know if I'm going to say this. Y'all would know my weakness. Aries tend to be impulsive, impatient, and hot-headed. They do not like to apologize for their anger. I apologize, don't I?
No.
You've never once apologized.
Okay, well, you don't deserve an apology.
See,
so...
unapologetic.
Shut up. For their anger, they say, I don't care, and I mean it. They don't always have the best self-control, so they need to learn how to be more patient. I've become way more patient than I was when I was younger.
I got no patience, because I'm not a doctor.
So, addicted to action and excitement, Aries are often caused to their own turmoil. All Aries want to feel things intensely, which is why they can sometimes be prone to recklessness, risk-taking. It also means that they are often reaching out of emotions rather than from a place of calm and clear-headedness. Anyways, Aries and Love. This is the most relevant to Aries, Venus, and Mars, though. Aries sons may identify with some traits.
Why'd you do that?
She's like under the table looking at us.
She looks evil at you.
They say how to seduce an Aries. Dress in the red where you are sure you're noticed. 2. Call out loudly that you wish you had a lover who share your passion. 3. Ask if they know where you could get some.
Hey, you know where I can get some?
Gross.
That's gonna work.
Do Aries fall in love quickly?
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes.
Shut up.
On multiple accounts. Multiple accounts.
Shut up. It's likely that Aries do fall in love rather quickly. They have a lot of energy and they don't want to waste too much time on trivial matters. While they are enjoying the time to get to know a person, they may not do so for an extended period. Aries may consider themselves as immediately aware of whether or not they're in love with someone. This is the decision to be in a relationship doesn't take long for them. And Aries will have strong feelings about whether or not the relationship is working and will be able to break things off without a great deal of difficulty.
Well, that's not true. There's not a single person you've talked about that you've been able to leave behind.
Shut up. What are Aries attracted to? Aries are attracted to people who can keep up with them. For an Aries, emotionals are fleeting and enjoy people who embrace that. They are drawn to physicalities, directness, and warmth. Being upfront about your intentions and desires will put an Aries to ease. It conveys that they are safe for them to be themselves around you. How to love an Aries. Aries are incapable of hiding their emotions, and they demonstrate them physically. On their good days, Aries are incredibly loving. When they're in the bad mood, they are a disastrous force of nature. That's not true, is it? Not you, David. Kanan knows me. David doesn't even know me. David's only met me like 3 months ago.
You say to me that I don't know you.
You've been in this house for like 4 years.
Okay, fine. David's only met me like 4 years ago.
You
But
got pictures of him and me, like when we're still in high school.
okay, how many years? 8 years. 8 years.
10 years.
10 years.
It has not
We
been 10
graduated.
years.
We graduated in
2013.
2013. It's been almost 10 years.
Oh my God, I've known David for 10 years.
Yeah, but I don't know. You don't know me though.
Yeah, I don't know you. You just came and just
Gross.
Anyways, back to this. Anyways, where was I? This is because they shift between extremes. They'll push you away when they're upset or feeling vulnerable, and they'll come running back when they start missing you. It takes an incredible amount of strength to love an Aries. To love an Aries, you have to become a resolute pillar amid the rolling seas. I don't know what that means.
Huh?
Resolute.
Pillar amid the rolling seas.
Amid the rolling seas. Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
Preach.
Anyways,
It is Oba.
I really don't think David knows what that means. Was it?
Resolute. It's like obdurate. It's like obstinate, you know. And a
Man, you really went all out. You just said you only had a few facts what the Aries say.
I'm just reading a little
And
bit.
you said, you know, a pillar is like a piece of stone.
Well, I
It's
know
a
a
support.
pillar. I know what a pillar is.
Amid is like, you know.
I know what
among.
amid means. I know what the rolling
The
seas,
is
I
an
know-
article.
Anyways,
Rolling is an adjective.
I'm rolling.
Oh man, I would love to be rolling.
hold on. Let me finish that off, and then Aries can sometimes get carried away and end up hurting people they love. They need to be reminded that they are the leader, not a dictator. They need to learn how to compromise. They need to learn the strength that doesn't come with force. You may need to help them with their first impulses are often wrong. I do have, but it says who are Aries soulmates, and I've never read that before. Aries soulmates is our
Korean pop stars.
Aries soulmates are fierce, flirtatious, and emotional, forthright person. They enjoy being captivating, and they are also allured by the idea of being captured. Aries seek out lovers who share their appetite for risk. They have effervescency.
Effervescence.
Yes. What's that?
They're bubbly.
Okay. Personalities. Oh, I have a bubbly personality. Oh. And their moods tend to be merciful. Merciful.
Merciful.
Mercurial.
What's that?
Like, you, how could I say it? You're capricious. Things are up and down.
You're caprese.
You learn about something new and then you're obsessed with it. You know. Mercurial. You can change at the drop of a hat.
Oh my god, it does sound good. They can be very aggressive in love. They want someone who can stand their ground. Aries are an emotional, direct sign. They rarely sugarcoat their feelings. They want someone who doesn't startle or swoon with their bluntness. Yeah, because people cry when I'm honest with them. Aries tend to be non-conformist, impulsive, and active, seeking out the things that scare them. They're not really into tradition. Due to their eccentric nature, they don't really believe in monogamy. That's not true, because I believe in monogamy.
Yeah, you just want to be monogamous with a bunch of other guys.
Monogamy sounds very-
You're reading them.
Anyways,
No, we didn't choose when you were born.
shut up. They rather play the field, but they are prone to falling so hard that they forget that they're playing at all. Aries want to be impressed. They want a lover who can write their own romantic epic.
They
If
want a
you're
lover,
able
not a
to
fighter.
handle their trademark, you'll find that they're fiercely loyal, emotionally generous, and an Aries is the kind of person who will ride into your life gently, hand you a rose in the middle of an emotional storm, and they're the kind of person who likes to leave things better than what they found them.
Monogamy.
I'm gonna
Monogamy.
find somebody like me.
Yeah.
But Aries aren't good matches for Aries.
How do you know?
Because I read it on a fortune cookie.
Okay, that's bullshit. But
Alright, so is that it about
that's
Aries?
pretty much all about Aries.
Alright. I
Well,
think think it's time for our main topic about Easter. You just kind of went off on Aries.
Hold on. I did go off. I like learning more about me.
Say that I'm self-centered.
Leos are pretty damn self-centered, honestly. Hold on. Let me see. if
But
it
he's
was
such a
right.
people pleaser. That's why he lied to Micah and said we're on our way at 5:15.
No, I texted him when we were on the way.
Aries compatibility with Aries is strong. Aries natives also seek comfort within people who are a lot like them, as they share lots of common traits. They can connect with each other very well in Aries. But an Aries relationship and compatibility issues are hardly seen. We're just too extreme for each other. That's all.
Manat.
Okay. So next topic is Easter, because Easter is
Yeah,
3 days
Easter. You said it was 2 days. Now you're saying it's 3.
We're gonna get together like bunnies.
And hump. And do some monogamy.
You want to take her out?
Yeah, I guess we have to take her out.
So these are just Easter traditions and some of the things that. Also, at the end, you're gonna play the videos about Easter around the world.
I guess so.
Okay,
Where it said they were gonna throw perfume, but yet they're just throwing buckets at her.
that's not perfume.
That's what it said.
Perfumed water.
Oh, perfume.
It's just-
It said sprinkle, and they're trying to like ice bucket challenge her.
That's for Slavia and
I thought that was the Czech Republic,
and
Slovakia.
yes.
Yugoslavia.
That doesn't exist.
Anyways, Okay, so here's the Easter traditions. All right, Easter is named after the
Estor.
Istra.
Istra.
The
I
West
apologize
Germanic
if
holiday.
if I mispronounced, the pagan goddess that symbolized fertility bunnies, as well known for her fertility. So that's where her
So
symbol.
don't sleep with her.
So her sign is the rabbit. But yeah, so rabbits became associated with the goddess, and thereby the holiday. The tradition festival to celebrate Easter typically occurred in spring. So that's also when rabbits typically breed. The cartoon version of the Easter bunny that delivers chocolate and candy-filled Easter baskets for kids is fairly modern and was invented and popularized in the marketing campaigns in the 20th century.
Like
Her-
Cadbury eggs, yo.
But her symbol is the rabbit. So that's where we get the name Easter. Coloring, so one of the traditions, actually, do you guys have any of the Easter memories?
Like what?
Like when we were younger, maybe not have any memories about getting Easter baskets and stuff.
Oh yeah. I remember I had to hunt for eggs in my dad's Easter grass.
Oh my god. Anyways,
I remember
There
that
was a dead baby bird in there too.
I remember. What? I just remember we're decorating eggs one time, and then I had to poop really bad. And then
why are all y'all's memories so fucked up?
I didn't have a perfect childhood like you, Nutty. You had to poop really bad and what?
I just had like multiple amounts of diarrhea.
Are you thinking of today?
No. I don't know. I smelt my grandma's. I don't know. She was cooking some ham or some shit. And then I was like, I think I feel sick. And I started throwing up and started like diarrheaing a lot. And then, yeah.
Well, my favorite thing was coloring Easter eggs and decorating for Easter.
Did you paint them or did you dye them?
Both.
Were they raw or boiled?
Oil.
I did like throwing eggs though.
Yeah, we played this game
Oh,
where
really?
yeah, you throw a raw egg at each other, and then if you catch it, the next round you scoop back a little more. And you throw it until somebody you have to throw it.
Oh.
It was pretty fun.
There was see back in high school, a bunch of kids overnight played that on my like on my house, and I didn't realize.
Your house got TP'd.
No, it got egged.
Anyways.
Green eggs and eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So
And ham, and then you smell the ham, and you're like, I think I'm sick.
Oh.
back to this. Anyways. So coloring Easter eggs, it's one of the most popular traditions in Easter, right?
Yes.
So the star of the Easter is painted or dyed. The hard-boiled eggs are blown empty. Is the egg legend?
What? Blown.
That's what it says. It said you either hard-boil the eggs or you blow them empty. Have you not seen them blow out the eggs before?
They blew
Put-
the back out.
You put a hole at the bottom.
How?
Put a hole and you just blow the egg, the hollow egg, till it's the yolk and stuff's out, and then you dye it.
How do you get the hole in there without cracking?
You just gotta be really careful and put. I think it's a pin. They use a pin that they.
Like grenade eggs.
Enemies done granada.
But,
So the X-Men.
yeah, they're called blown emptied. But yeah, the legends about this is simple. It's supposed to symbol the reputation of newness of life and birth, and it reminds people of Christ's resurrection. Easter traditions around the world involve the humble egg. They're brought to church, given as gifts, hidden for their benefits of their children.
Yeah, it does kind of remind me of the resurrection of Christ, because by the time you get older, you realize you've been wrong all along, and now you have egg on your face.
How when they blown it out?
It's a metaphor. You never heard saying somebody
Nope,
has
I have
egg on
never-
their face?
Never heard of that. Anyways, Easter egg hunts is number 3.
I feel like that's the most popular. Like, more people are
No,
going to
it-
hunt for Easter eggs.
People
than...
would dye Easter eggs more than they would hunt. Adults, well, yeah, adults can. Because our family, we did the kids' Easter egg hunt, and then we did the elderly, like our grandparents.
They hunted for eggs?
Yeah,
Why?
because it's fun. You're never too old to hunt for eggs. So,
Apparently I was, or something was wrong. I went into the OBGYN looking for him.
so Easter hunt.
Easter hunk.
Easter hunk.
That's me. Easter hunk.
Of all Easter traditions, or nothing quite beats the Easter egg hunt for children and adults. Grown-ups hide their eggs, and the kids gleefully search for them. The tradition started with Martin Luther, in the 15th century.
And he was getting too powerful, so they assassinated him. CERN did.
The theology of joy of the hunt was meant.
I actually liked the story of Martin Luther. I was like, actually pretty good.
Oh, the
movie.
95 Theses.
Yeah. He was a believer in what he stood for, and he fought.
Martin Luther King?
No,
No.
Martin Luther.
Oh,
From the 1500s.
maybe he was reincarnated. That's why the whole name and stuff.
No, they picked that name. It wasn't random.
Anyways, the egg hunt is meant to symbolize the joy that Mary and Martha felt when finding Christ's tomb empty after he resurrected. These days, the eggs are more likely to be hollow, plastic, and filled with candy or toys. What says much more fun. So,
I feel like there were a lot of Mary and Marthas in my life, because if some girls came over to my house and figured out I wasn't home, they'd be thrilled. What were you gonna say?
this one's for you because you love chocolate.
Ugh.
David is obsessed with chocolate.
He's a chocolate fiend.
Eating hollow chocolate bunnies. Hollow chocolate bunnies, they're most likely part of your Easter basket, which they were mine.
Did you know that
I gave them to you guys.
like 65% people eat the ears first? As for me, I always eat the ass.
Yeah, well, they say if you eat the ears first, you're normal. If you eat the butt first, the tail first, then you have latent homosexual tendencies. And if you eat the feet first, then you're a grounded person. And so I wrote into the Psychology Today magazine after reading that, and I said, well, Aren't you gonna tell me what's it mean whenever you bite out the eyes and scream, stop looking at me?
Anyway.
That means your daddy didn't love you enough.
You're telling me.
Oh my god. This is not theirs? Okay. But yeah, you guys had Easter hollow bunnies, right?
A couple times, yeah.
I
One
gave
time
mine
they
to
were
the boy.
filled with race cars.
Really?
Well, like these little sweet tart race cars.
Oh, that's cool. It's not just chocolate. But they became popular in 1939. Chocolate manufacturers wanted a way to make chocolate bunnies that could be large and decorative, but still easy to eat. So that was like,
Yeah, if it was solid chocolate, that'd be kind of difficult.
that would be Peeps. So I like Peeps. Peeps. Peeps.
People, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why people hate on Peeps. There must be a conspiracy on that.
Because they're just so sweet. It's like a marshmallow and sugar.
There's
These
just more
brightly
bullshit.
colored, sugar-coated, chick-shaped marshmallows were invented in 1953, and they quickly became a staple in the Easter baskets. Now that there's dozens of different shapes and colors in nearly every holiday,
Yeah.
there's even new Peep flavors for 2022. 6 new flavors for 2022. But here's a fun fact: it only takes 6 minutes to make a Peep. So,
Really?
yep. So.
You think we
And
can
it
make
only
homemade
takes
Peeps?
it only takes 1 second of being caught to be called a peeping Tom.
In Oklahoma.
Jelly beans. Do you guys like jelly beans?
Oh, I used to love jelly beans.
Jelly bellies.
Jelly beans are the best known candy in Easter tradition. It's the most popular after chocolate. It is a small jelly bean, which the reason they like them was because they look like little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
The candies come in every flavor and color imaginable. In fact, their versatility and deliciousness is what made them the beloved Easter traditions. Jelly beans originally started as a Christmas candy. They don't have any specific Easter theme, but they have become popular choice to fill in plastic Easter eggs.
Mhm.
Jelly belly.
But
Kelly likes to suck on her belly.
It's kind
Easter baskets. So I read there's a different one. Okay. Easter baskets. So where Easter baskets come from is one of the most popular Easter traditions. Filling the basket with eggs, and it comes from Germany.
That's just because they come.
No, it comes from Germany and was inspired by the concept of fertility. In the springtime, children would make nests filled with grass in hopes that Peter Cottontail would fill the nest with eggs and other treats. The nest gradually evolved into baskets, which were less messier and easier to carry. So, but it's not just rabbits. They have fox. There's a fox that they believe bring in eggs and stuff. So I was like, oh.
Eggs,
But you'll
bacon,
learn
and
that
toast.
in the video that I gave you.
Maybe we want to watch a video.
So it's Easter's around the world. But anyways, the Easter feast. Many
Feaster.
Christians observe that Lent is 40-day period during which they vow to abstain from from sugar, alcohol, meat, and pretty much any other vices, as they are a type of purification for preparation for Easter. It symbolizes that the 40 days Jesus spent fasting in the desert and accumulates into the Easter feast, which is usually shared with family. But Hannah, this one's for you. Easter lamb or ham?
Ooh.
Most traditional feast, Easter dinner features meat. 76 of Americans serve it with ham. It's a symbol of
That's
good
it?
luck.
76 of them?
Percent.
Oh, so you admitted that.
Anyway, as good luck in many cultures. In terms of religious Easter traditions, lamb is the favorite. Jewish people use lamb as a symbol of...
They do not celebrate Easter.
sure they do.
Jewish people do not celebrate Easter. They might celebrate Passover.
Maybe it's Passover. I don't know.
They
They
don't-
just said that they eat lamb, which is the symbol of the promised Messiah, but Christians call Jesus the Lamb of God. So it's not uncommon to see a rack of lamb in the center of the feast. I have never had lamb before.
That was pretty good. Well,
And Jewish people don't eat pork.
Well, when we at the Indian buffet, they have lamb there.
Did I eat it?
Possibly.
Oh yeah, you couldn't get enough.
Pretty
And-
sure.
But like, you didn't say much about it. You said
'Cause I
you
probably
said a lot
didn't
about the
know.
other stuff, but the lamb you didn't talk about. It was like a silence.
Did
Of
I
the
know it was
silence
lamb?
of the lamb.
We might have to. We
Dr.
might have to
Lecter?
cut for time.
Dr. Lecter. Dr. Lecter.
She just asked if we were done. I said,
Yeah, we might have to cut for time.
She said, okay. But I'm almost done. Almost done. Promise. So,
Billies.
did you guys make hot cross buns?
Never. We sang the song.
There's a song.
Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Hot cross buns. You never heard that song?
Look, Israel. There you go. Man, they make a giant ass omelet. Hell
That's
yeah.
gross. Look at all those eggs.
Mr.
But hot
Vegan.
cross buns and other breads marked with the symbol of the cross aren't just Easter traditions, but they're often in for Good Friday too. Different sweetbreads are eaten all over the world. Easter Day, it's including like a lot of different cultures have different bread that they eat for Easter Day. And it's kind of conspicuously as risen bread. Most of the-
Smigus dingus. Did you see that?
So we just dumped him in the well. Continue on.
I don't know what you guys are watching.
We're watching that video that you sent us to watch.
Oh. Easter parades. This one was kind of a messed up one, the tradition. The first Easter parades may have started at the church, but they were really about fashion in the beginning of the 1800s. Wealthy Christians in New York City would put on their finest clothes and attend Easter services, and then take a long walk home in order to show off their fancy spring suits and dresses. The poorer folk would line up and watch. The tradition has been kept alive through Easter parades, but these are more about fun and celebrations than it is about fashion.
Did you see that they were spanking?
Continue on. We're short for time.
But decorating with Easter lilies, I've never decorated with the Easter lily.
Oh yeah, they used to have those in the church all the time.
The elegant trumpet-shaped flowers have become so associated with the holiday that they even named them lilies. The white symbolizes purity.
Purity?
No,
Puritan?
no,
Pearly gates?
stop.
Pearly whites.
Symbolize purity. The shape reminds worshippers that trumpets will announce Christ's second coming. You can cut or buy fresh stems on the holidays, on this holiday. So that's where decorating for Easter and stuff came from.
Huh.
But yeah, there's like the French. They don't believe in like the rabbits or anything. They believe in bells come and bring them treats and everything. Which
Like-
is like the church bells and stuff. That's what the French believe.
Weird.
Yeah, they're into weird stuff. I once tried to make myself French toast. I got my tongue burnt in the toaster.
So those are just some of the Easter traditions and backgrounds of where they become.
Well, that is interesting. They'll be to cut it short, but we had a couple of snafus and cut for time, but we might just make maybe a second video of but trying to do a little spin-off. But maybe not. It's up to her. But I would say I learned something new about Easter, especially me not having diarrhea most of the time. But yeah,
you didn't
David.
eat the right bread.
Oh yeah.
Easter's
Hot
coming.
cross buns.
Huh?
Hot cross buns. Never had them.
Sounds
Maybe
good.
you grew up very religious, so you never made those once. Did you have an Easter feast?
I think we used to sometimes, you know, those giant, weird-shaped canned hams at the store that are like disgusting. I think we used to eat that. We were poor.
Don't have to say it like that. David's rich.
We
now.
were
He's a
poor.
millionaire.
Is that a better way to say it?
We were poor.
I am not rich.
Anyway, so yeah, what do you guys think? I thought it was pretty nice. There was really no conspiracy or
No, it's just
Urban.
traditions.
Well,
Kinda
the
like we did
conspiracy
Valentine's.
is the
Well-
resurrection of a deity.
well, I thought there would be like a little bit more like urban myths and legends about it, but I guess traditions are just as fun. So,
We did it for Valentine's, so
but there was a little bit more conspiracy or
Yeah, and I
urban.
put 525 on my windowsill.
bullshit. You're alive.
And the goldfish didn't come leave Lincoln logs in my sock drawer.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like the new stuff and everything else, hope you do Prime Plus Squared, $3 a month, $5 a month, whatever. Huh? Yep. Our dog has destroyed it.
Their dog.
There you go. All right, guys. Oh man.